Okay, so time for another 2022 tax refund update. Today is the day that a lot of people have been waiting for. So March 1 is the date the IRS claims that you're going to start getting these refund checks if you filed early and the refund was placed on hold because of this PATH Act, right? So just to recap, the PATH Act is this thing where even if you file your return early, it basically goes into a queue and you have to wait several weeks until it expires, and that's when they can release the refund. That applies if you claimed either the earned income tax credit or the additional child tax credit. And the reason for this is because the IRS has seen a lot of fraud over the years of people filing too early. So they basically give themselves a buffer to try to keep this fraud from happening and then do a little more kind of digging on the returns to make sure they're legitimate. So what do you do if you don't receive your tax refund this week? Well, if you filed early and you didn't get anything March 1 and you had direct deposit set up, just keep checking the system, frankly. I mean, that's really all you can do at this point. So check the Where's My Refund page, keep downloading your account transcripts, pay attention to the codes. So the big ones here are code 152. 150 means your return was filed and accepted pretty much. 152 means it's moved into that next stage of the processing, so the IRS is looking at it. Hasn't been approved yet for release of the refund, so keep monitoring that. If you see a 570, it means your refund has been frozen or there's been a hold placed on the account. And it could be for a variety of reasons. The IRS is just looking at it a little more closely, or they maybe are requesting more information from you. So you might get an IRS notice saying, hey, look, your return has been accepted, we're looking at it, but we're missing additional verification information, say, and that's the code 971. So if you see a 570 and a 971 also, that's likely what's happening here, right? The IRS is sending you a notice because they need more info. A lot of this is happening with the child tax credits. They're trying to verify relationships with the qualifying child to make sure you're eligible to claim the child. So again, if you see the 971, be on the lookout for a notice. Make sure it gets to you. If it does get to you, do not throw it in the garbage. Please open it, read it, pay attention to the information that's in there, because the sooner you address whatever problems are in there, the sooner you can get your refund check. And then the one we're always looking for is code 846. That means the refund has been approved, processed, and sent out to the taxpayer. If you set up direct deposit, you should get it pretty soon. If it doesn't come through after several business days and you're certain you have direct deposit on your 1040, contact your bank, see if they can see it. A lot of times they can actually see things that are stuck in limbo. So they can be able to give you that information. Now, if still nothing, the bank can't help you, then recheck your tax return. Make sure that the information you put down for your bank is accurate, right? You need bank name. Your name has to match, right, as the account holder. You need the routing number. You need the bank account number, and you need to tell them whether it's a checking or a savings account. If you get any one of these elements wrong, then there's a good chance that the return direct deposit gets sent to the account and it gets sent back to the IRS. Then you got to redo the whole thing. So very, very careful to pay close attention to those details. So when do you need to contact the IRS? Well, the IRS says don't bother contacting us until it's been at least 21 days since your return was e-filed and accepted, okay? Or if you're checking the Where's My Refund page, it says contact us. Now, it's nice of them to say that, but the reality is right now, if you try calling the IRS, you're just going to get a busy line. They don't even pick up the phone. You can't leave a message. So, I wish you the best of luck if you're trying to call to get a hold of a real person, but it might not happen. You might have to wait several more weeks. Lastly, just a reminder of the due dates for those who are watching this and haven't yet filed yet. You got to get this return filed on or before April 18th, right? So that's the due date this year. If you need an extension, you can file a 4868. That'll push it out another 6 months. So you get up to October to file. Now, if you need an extension, please electronically file it. If you send the extension in via paper, it's going to get processed, but it'll take months, frankly. The IRS opens the mail in the order they receive it. They process things in the order they receive it. So you could file an extension now and it might not get open until July. Doesn't help you that much. So if you're gonna file an extension, absolutely use an e-file platform to do it. There's a number of websites that'll provide this service for you. Or if you use a Pay Prepare or TurboTax, that software will also do it for you as well. And then lastly, the partnership and S-Corp returns. So let's talk about business returns. That due date is coming up. 1065s for partnerships, 1120Ss for S-Corps are going to be due on March 15th. And then corporate returns are due on or before April 18th. So it's the same deadline as the individuals. And of course, you can file an extension for the business returns as well. So business returns, you file extensions via Form 7004, and then the individuals are the 4868. So be careful not to mix those up. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below. Happy to answer, and I can. And yeah, keep checking those websites. Keep checking your bank. Make sure you get your refund as soon as possible. And if there's any issues, we've got to follow up with the IRS. So, all right, thanks again, and look forward to seeing you again on the next video. Thank you.